case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
Following the fire, the survivors and victims' families searched for justice. Hailing from Rhode Island, they sought to hold the club owners and various other defendants, themselves residents of multiple different locales, accountable. The fulcrum of the legal dispute was whether the jurisdiction to hear the case should fall under federal courts, as per the remit of 28 U.S.C. Section 1369, b, or whether it should be heard by the state. This came down to a nuanced interpretation of the MMTJA, primarily focusing on two phrases, all plaintiffs and substantial majority. The district court at the lower level decided earlier that 28 U.S.C. Section 1369, b, was not a mandatory abstention clause, but a jurisdictional condition. This decision, which incensed some parties, led to the review and appeal of the court's jurisdictional decision. Upon evaluation, the U.S. District Court differed in its interpretation. It ruled that all plaintiffs refers to only those parties that have filed suit, and not all victims of the station nightclub fire. The court also clarified that the term substantial majority aids in deciding whether a lawsuit should be under the jurisdiction of a single state. Eventually, it was ruled that the federal courts had the legitimate jurisdiction to hear these cases. The court reasoned that the abstention clause did not apply, making room for the federal courts to hear these high-impact cases. Meanwhile, the court also ratified that the removal procedure followed under Section 1441, E1b, allowing the cases to be consolidated, was correctly executed, thus ensuring a concerted discovery process. This ruling, grounded in the painstaking dissection of statutory provisions, was a significant development as the quest for justice following the station nightclub fire continued. Notably, it crucially defined the respective roles of federal and state courts in disaster-related lawsuits. Ultimately, while the decision brought closure in terms of jurisdiction, it also reignited the painful memories of a tragic night in West Warwick. Nevertheless, the journey to justice, albeit complex and prolonged, was set on its course.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.